Okay, for this week's speech, I'm going to be demonstrating how to tie a proper fisherman's knot. In this speech, I will be using a standard fishing jig head and, of course, a fishing line connected to my fishing pole. Now, the first step you want to do is you see the eyelet on your jig head right there. You're going to take the free end of your fishing line. You're going to run it right through that eyelet, just like you're threading the needle. As you can see, it's just hanging there. Now what you want to do, you want to take that loose end. This is the end that's not connected to your fishing pole. It's the dead end. And you want to hold it between your thumb and your forefinger. So your jig head's just hanging there. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spin this jig head 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now as you can see, now the line is twisted around itself, kind of braided, and what you created down here towards the jig head is you created a little loop. See that little loop? You're going to want to run your free running end down through that loop. That's the end that's not connected to the fishing line, obviously. And when you do that, you're going to create another loop as you ran it down. See, I got it run down and I went through the little loop by the jig head, and I create a bigger loop by looping it back down. You're just going to take your free running in, and what you want to do is you're just going to go back up through that loop you created. Now this is the hardest part. Once you've gone through both your loops, all you have to do is cinch it down. I always do it. I take the dead end, the end that's not connected to my fishing pole, and I put it into my mouth, and I use my other fingers to tighten the knot down. Let me just give you an example. I take that end, and then the end that goes to my fishing pole, I just pull tight on that, and it's actually going to pull the knot tight. You can see how the knot's kind of separated, and as I pull it, you're going to see it slide down to the jig head, working it down with my fingers, and it's cinched down tight around the eye of that jig head. And then you have this extra piece of string. Always just bite it off semi-close so you have a nice neat knot. That's how you tie a proper fisherman knot. And then you just secure it to your fishing pole, and you're ready to go fishing.